What is the most expensive house in the world? Well, you are about to find, but in the meantime, we can tell you that you will need at least $128 million to own a house on this list. In this article, we take a look at all kinds of houses and homes, from penthouses in Monaco to palaces in England. So without further ado, here is the list of the 10 most expensive houses in the world. Number 10. 1819 Kensington Gardens, $128 million. Kicking off our list of the most expensive houses in the world is 1819 Kensington Gardens. The behemoth of a house is located on a Billionaire's Row, which is the one of London's most prestigious areas, Kensington Gardens. The property is now owned by an Indian business magnate and billionaire Lakshmi Mittal. He is the chairman and CEO of the world's largest steelmaking company, ArcelorMittal. The house is roughly 55,000 square feet and was first built in the 19th century. It was originally two semi-detached houses, later being converted into a single dwelling by developer David Halili. It has 12 bedrooms, an indoor pool, Turkish baths, and enough parking spaces for 20 cars. Before Mr. Mittal purchased the property, it was owned by some pretty famous and wealthy families. For example, the Rothschilds, Free Pauls, David Halili, and Bernie Ecclestone. Mr. Mittal can enjoy the peace of mind knowing that his neighbors are Prince William and Kate Middleton. Number 9. Palazzo d'Amore, $195 million. It is no surprise that one of the most expensive homes in the world can be found in Beverly Hills, California. Palazzo d'Amore is owned by successful real estate entrepreneur Jeff Green and is approximately 53,000 square feet. The Mediterranean-style villa has 12 bedrooms, 23 bathrooms, numerous swimming pools, tennis courts, waterfalls and theaters, and also has a 27-car garage. Now, if you're not into partying, then you will be interested to know that the house also has a revolving dance floor and ballroom, ready to bust the moves whenever you want. The house generally looks more like a holiday resort than someone's home, but we can assure you that it is one of the world's most expensive homes. Number 8. Ellison Estate, $200 million. Owned by Larry Ellison, the co-founder of Oracle and one of the world's richest men. This $200 million estate is the 8th most expensive house in the world. Due to sheer size of the estate, 23 acres to be exact, the property holds more than one dwelling. Within a compound, you will find 10 different properties, a tea house and a bath house, a man-made lake, and a koi pond. Much of the design of estate falls under Japanese influence and was modeled after a Japanese emperor's palace. The house was designed by Paul Driscoll, who was an architect and then Buddhist teacher. Throughout the estate grounds, you will also find some very expensive trees like cherry blossoms, maples, oaks, and redwoods. Number 7. Fort Fairfield Pond, $249 million. You can't have a list of the most expensive houses in the world and not have one located in New York City. Fort Fairfield Pond is the home of Ira Renner, owner of the Renner Group, a holding investment company in smelting and manufacturing. The 63-acre home comes equipped with 29 bedrooms, 39 bathrooms, a 91-foot dining room, basketball court, bowling alley, squash courts, tennis courts, and 3 swimming pools. To power the mansion, it requires a gigantic amount of electricity. Fortunately, the house comes with its own power plant located on site. And for those of you that love your cars, Fort Fairfield Pond has a garage that can hold somewhere in the region of 100 cars. Number 6. The Odeon Tower Penthouse, $330 million. With an estimated value of $330 million, the Odeon Tower Penthouse is right up there with the most expensive houses in the world. For that kind of money, you will get a 35,000 square foot apartment at the very top of the most expensive buildings in Monaco. The Tour Odeon was designed by architect Alexander Giraldi and developed by Gruppi Mazzocco. The penthouse is spread out over several floors and includes its own private elevator. If that's not enough, and then how about a private water slide into 360-degree view infinity pool? If you're a bachelor and you have got the cash, snap this one up when it next time comes back on the market, as it's one of the most impressive houses we have ever seen. Number 5. Le Palais Boulle, $390 million. Coming in at number 5, Le Palais Boulle for a cool $390 million. Coined the Bubble Palace. Bubble Palace was designed by Hungarian architect Antti Lavak and was built somewhere in the region of 1975 to 1989. Its nickname comes from a series of round rooms that look out over the Mediterranean Sea. Lavak's inspiration for the design of the property came from man's earliest dwellings. However, this dwelling has been seriously upgraded with some really nice creature comforts. For example, the property has 3 swimming pools, numerous gardens, and a 500-seat amphitheater built into the hillside grounds. Bubble Palace is currently owned by Pierre Cardin, an Italian-born French fashion designer. The property is mainly used as a holiday home for Pierre, alongside being a spectacular venue for parties and events. Number 4. Villa Le Cedre, $450 million. Occupying the 4th spot on our is Villa Le Cedre, located in Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat, France, estimated at $450 million. This home getting close to being worth almost $500 million. It was first built in 1830 and purchased by King Leopold II of Belgium in 1904. It was previously considered to be the most expensive house on the market back in 2017, but has since been overtaken by the next 3 properties on the list. The property is set on approximately 35 acres of gardens, and its name derives from the main cedar trees located throughout its grounds. The house itself is roughly 18,000 square feet and consists of 14 bedrooms. It also has an Olympic-sized swimming pool and a large stable, big enough for 30 horses. Inside you will find crystal chandeliers, gilded woodwork, 19th century oil paintings, and a wood-paneled library holding somewhere in the region of 3,000 books. Number 3. Villa Leopolda, $750 million. Villa Leopolda is the 3rd most expensive house in the world. The villa is owned by the widow Lily Safra of Lebanese-Brazilian banker Edmund Safra. It's located in the French Alps and occupies approximately 50 acres. It has 11 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, a commercial greenhouse, helipad, outdoor kitchen, and one of the nicest swimming pools. The property is famous in itself, as it was the setting for Alfred Hitchcock's 1955 film To Catch a Thief. The house name comes from its original owner, King Leopold II of Belgium, and was redesigned in the 1920s by American architect Ogden Codman Jr. Number 2. Antilla, $1 billion. Antilla is the 2nd most expensive house in the world. Is located in Mumbai, India, and costs a whopping $1 billion. It was designed and constructed by Chicago-based architecture firm Perkins & Will and hospitality design firm Hirsch Bender Associates. The property was built for Mukesh Ambani, the chairman and managing director of Reliance Industries Limited, a Fortune Global 500 company and India's richest man. The 400,000 square foot building is positioned in Mumbai's Kumbhala Hill neighborhood and stands at an impressive 27 stories high. It's also built to withstand an earthquake of magnitude 8 on the Richter scale. Inside the house, you find 6 floors that are purely devoted to car storage, a service station for the cars, a temple, a 50-seat movie theater, and 9 elevators. It also has a health spa, 3 helipads, an ice cream room, and multiple cinemas. So when all that's said and done, Antilla reportedly requires a staff of at least 600 to keep things running smoothly. Number 1. Buckingham Palace, $2.9 billion. Coming at number 1 of the list and claiming the title of the most expensive house in the world is Buckingham Palace. The palace is owned by the British royal family and is one of a number of lavish properties in their portfolio. It is located in the city of Westminster, London, and comprises of 775 rooms, 78 bathrooms, 92 offices, and 19 staterooms. It's been the official residence of the monarchy since 1873. In terms of size, the palace checks in at approximately 828,000 square feet and the garden alone is 40 acres. However, despite its impressive size and taking the title of the most expensive house in the world, it is still not the largest palace in the world. It's estimated that if the palace were to be put up for sale, it would be somewhere in the region of $2.9 billion, but it is highly unlikely it will ever happen. Thank you guys, we hope you enjoy our list of the 10 most expensive houses in the world. Isn't it amazing to think that house can cost over $1 billion? It's insane to think for sure, but it is reality. Think yourself lucky, you don't have to pay for the upkeep every month.